We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stutter and Craig. No, you don't get the 96-ounce Coke Zeros Blabs.
Yo, my N-words, what's up?
And straight from the hood, Phoenix.
It's really enjoyable as an adult male to shit your pants.
And now, broadcasting from our homes around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers.
Okay, you ready? Open wide!
What's happening, Side Scrollers world? It's your host, Craig. No, I'm kidding. It's Phoenix today. Why, you ask? Because today is my birthday, ladies and gentlemen. With the birth of me, which is a historical event, we sadly have a passing today. Craig is dead. So sad, on my birthday. Blabs, I'm going to bring you in, and maybe you can tell us a little bit about your fondest Craig memory. Here we go.
He died.
Yeah. Is that that's your fondest memory of him, is his death?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a grim way to begin the show.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Craig is out for today and tomorrow, but
He's traveling.
He is traveling, but we've got a fantastic show. Before I get to that, though, Blabs, how are you doing today?
I'm doing swell. I got up and I was like, shit, gotta do everything today. Go.
You got up to take a shit? How was it? Loose, solid? Tell us.
It was great, thank you. I had a great time. But
Okay.
so everything was done by like 10 in the morning. In fact, the plus chat was like, wow, this is set up so early. I was like, I got you boys. So anyway, hi everybody.
Yeah. Well, we've got a wonderful show today. We're also, the lovely Kay is joining us today. Kay, how are you
Hi.
doing today?
God, stop being so nice to me. It's weird.
Well, but
Usually we
I'm
bitch
not
slap her
finished.
behind the scenes.
That's true.
I would like to know how your bowel movement was this morning. Was it good, solid, loose, green?
Indian
Tell us.
special, baby. Let's
Does
go.
it smell like curry?
Oh, God. I can't keep this
Smells
joke.
wonderful.
No. Oh.
I have a bathroom curry story for you guys.
Okay, do tell, please.
This isn't about me, first of all, but I went to a very ethnic college at one point, and there was a lot of Indians that used to use this one women's bathroom, like a lot of
Racist.
Indian students, and it always smelled like curry whenever you had to walk into the bathroom. And it was like this really, really old, small bathroom with like just 3 stalls and like a sink or 2. Like it was really, really small because it was a really old part of the building. So yeah, every time I went to the bathroom, it smelled like curry in there.
But don't you love curry? Wouldn't you be like
exactly.
wafting in?
Why? It smells like curry and shit. That's not appealing to me whatsoever.
Wow. Deeply
Yes, thank you,
racist
Kay.
for all the Indian people out there. She compared
Yes.
curry to shit. Horrible.
Yeah, but don't worry though, because we are over 7 seconds in, so we can say all the bad words.
Perfect. Lovely. Well, speaking of bad words, it's the bad words queen. Help me out here. It's Kirsche. How you doing there, Kirsche?
She can't.
Great
I do not know how to intro me after all this time, Craigathy. I just don't understand.
I apologize sincerely. Kirsche, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty all right. Thank you for not asking me about my bowel movements.
I
How
wasn't.
are they?
I don't want to talk about
I'll
She's
tell you
like,
one
I
thing.
poop glitter.
No, I want to know what's the one weird sexual act that you will never do, Kirsche?
I won't eat ass.
Timestamp
Okay.
that, Kay.
Weird, because Blabs told me this is a weird fetish.
What?
Have you ever heard of the crushing fetish?
Yeah, there's like the Chinese ladies who used to put down panes of glass on people's dicks and step on them.
Yeah, but she does it with hamsters. So right before that orgasm, she has to step on a hamster just to watch the life drain away to give her that big O. Have you ever done that, Kirsche?
Chinese.
Well,
Oh, we
we're
are going
learning
to
a
be
lot
talking about
today.
the Chinese later today, so
that's true.
don't forget about this part.
Speaking of Chinese, it's Pickle. How you doing there, Pickle?
I'm not Chinese.
I know. I just
We're
need a
finding out
segue.
so many VTubers are secretly Chinese nowadays.
Can you imagine?
Oh, you know what? That's a good point.
How
You'll
are
never
your bowel
know.
movements today, Pickle?
Adequate.
Oh, adequate.
That's the best answer.
She's not dropping those solid 2-foot snakes, man.
They had coffee. That's that. You know, it helps.
It does. It
Yeah.
does. Chat, if you want to let us know about your bowel movements, please feel free. This is a new direction for the show, and I think it's gonna take off. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't, do me a favor as I zoom in here. Do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button, the follow button there on Rumble as well. Join the 140,000 subs on YouTube and 38,000 on Rumble. Go back here now. I'm sorry that I'm going to keep announcing when I press buttons. I'm getting used to this.
You should. Okay, no. Can I just pull back the curtain a little bit? So Phoenix was doing something in the run sheet, and he put something in bold. And whenever he hits something in bold, something boings on his computer.
Oh, let me hit this bold on the run sheet. Well, whoops.
So
Please don't me to me.
Every time, you have a panel of women. He's very excited to be here.
Yeah, it's. I wasn't set up for this thing, so unfortunately, there's gonna be a lot of random sound effects that keep going. Just let it ride. Just let it ride. Anyway, listen. Before we start the show, we do have an Echo the Dolphin challenge coming up this February 28th. If you're unfamiliar with it, Craig himself said that he would rather, and I quote, inject AIDS into his eyeball than ever play Echo the Dolphin. So if you want to see him play Echo the Dolphin, make sure you put go to sidescrollersplus.com and do promo code FREE. Though I have to say, honestly, this I don't know if this works, Blabs, because when you think about it, I almost rather see him put the AIDS in his eyeball. That's kind of
Yeah.
I don't know if he should have worded it that way. So one or the other.
AIDS in his eyeballs and that.
What did you say, Kirsche?
I said you just kind of wonder what happens when you inject the AIDS directly into the eyeball.
I think the first reaction is ow, followed by oh good lord, I now have AIDS is probably what happens in that scenario.
Look like.
Well, I guess we're going to find out if no one goes to do promo code free and sign up at sidescrollersplus.com.
This is the worst advertisement ever. It's like, no, don't actually do this, guys, because we want to see the boss get AIDS. Thank you.
Yeah, no, actually, I actually really do want to watch Craig play Echo the Dolphin because he really, really hates that game. Prior to this, he hated Jump King. That was like the game he couldn't get through. And by the way, it's on sale on Switch, I think, for $3. I watched him endure that with Blabs, and he couldn't stomach even 5 minutes of it. He was already getting uncomfortable. So to watch Echo the Dolphin, which is not only frustrating, but extraordinarily pretentious, that's something I think we all need to see. So let's make sure we hit that goal. All right, anyway, we got some cool stuff coming up just next week. The Real Game Awards coming up this Monday. Blabs, if you can cut to that, is there a possibility?
There's nothing to cut to.
Nothing to cut to. We're
Not
a well-oiled
prepared.
machine. Everything's fine.
I have this.
Okay.
That's perfect.
Fair.
No, we have
Accurate.
one. We have one for after the Real Game Awards.
Okay. Well, we also, after the Real Game Awards this Monday, we have exactly. We've got First of all, we've got Video Armageddon, which is for the people who are going to be showing up to the Real Game Awards. This is what I'm very excited.com about. Those who are going to be in attendance, if you've seen The Wizard, we're emulating that. We're going to have all our guests out in the audience come up and start challenging each other in an incredible old school video game. I don't want to say much more than that, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Then after that, we're going to do the arcade marathon, which starts next Tuesday, and it goes until ? 3 times. We don't know, because it's going to be very interactive with the chat, and I don't want to say too much, but you may have some input on how long that lasts. So we've got that.
Why do you have an image of Craig looking like a family fucker? I'm so confused.
Ow. It's
because we're basically going until we
Die?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really? So
That's just him post AIDS, guys.
Yeah,
Don't let
exactly.
that
also
happen.
true.
that,
No of you.
Good point, Kay. Good point.
Don't let it happen. Don't be a gift giver. Don't do it.
And speaking of don't be a gift giver, today there will be no Montez goal. That's a good segue, right, Plebs?
Yeah, so here's the
Pause
thing.
the neg holes.
Here's the thing. There are no Montez goals, chat, because unfortunately the only person who can do the Montez goals and set them up on the back end of YouTube is Craig, the channel owner. I am unable to do so. I am sorry. And also I cannot read direct donos because I can't get in. I can never get in. So it's
I feel like he should have let you into all these things before dying.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. He tried to give me access like 2 years ago to direct donos, but it just wasn't working. It wouldn't let me in. So we just gave up and we're like, we'll read them when we come back. So that's basically how it's been working. And again, channel owner, I am not channel owner, so only Craig is. Therefore, no Montez goals. I'm sorry.
Well, speaking of no goals and you're sorry, here's a segue right here. Today's showdown, because ladies and gentlemen, if you know good segues like this one, then you know one of the things we love to do here is our showdown. And let's see what we're going to be showing down today. Ladies and gentlemen, today, no pulp orange juice versus orange juice with pulp. Yeah. My God, this one is, I can't wait to see. Well, I have to press me button. Okay. I can't wait to see who's going to win. Ladies, I think I'm going to be the only one that it likes pulp. Ladies, what would you say? Pulp or no pulp when you're drinking your orange juice?
Pitbull first.
I mean, I'm not picky, but I would prefer none.
Kirsche.
It's like, yeah.
I have a love-hate relationship with orange juice. Always no pulp, but occasionally also no orange juice.
No. Okay.
Give me a little bit of that pulp. It means it's nice and fresh, baby.
Atta girl. Blabs?
I don't like pulp, but if I make the orange juice myself, I'll probably just drink it normally.
All right, now raise your hands if you're into a crush fetish. Blabs, raise your hand. I can't see it.
I don't understand what this is, dude. Why?
We just
I
gotta
would
get
love
that
to
started.
say my arms don't work, but I'm not raising my hand.
I also like my oranges
the result of it?
supreme.
My.
All right, so Blabs, I think it's anything else I'm missing? Because I think we should just start getting into our warm-up session.
Yeah, this is called. So whenever Craig's away, before we get into hard news, I always call it flatulent news or like soft news or flaccid news, whichever you guys like. So.
Fat news. Let's get into fart news.
Yeah.
Okay, fart news is.
We don't even have a segue.
That's just fart news. Okay. Well, actually, have you guys heard? Do you guys know about Pitbull? The I think he's a Spanish rapper, I believe he is.
Like
He's a
the
rapper.
Mr. Worldwide.
He's Cuban.
He's Cuban. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's all the same, you know.
No, it's not.
He's not white. That's all that matters. Listen, okay? That's how I. That's
He's
how I
white
do
adjacent.
things. He's white adjacent. Anyway, well, he made the news because I'm have to share my screen here.
I have it ready to go for you.
I have to learn this.
Okay,
damn it.
never mind. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Are you
look,
right?
I did it. I shared it in theory.
I'm so proud of you.
Okay, I
You
did.
want to
All
zoom
right.
in?
What? I have to zoom in?
Yeah, look how tiny that is. You gonna learn today, boy.
Hold up. I don't know what sound effect happens when I do Control Plus. Okay. There we go. Thankfully, nothing. Here we go. Anyway, Pitbull is attempting to break the world record for the largest gathering of people in bald caps. Blabs, I think you were the one that brought up this
yes.
story, right? This is actually pretty. How is he going to do this? Do you have any idea of
Yes,
how
I
he's
do.
going to organize this?
I do. In fact, we can actually look at this. We're
Okay.
gonna go here. All right, Guinness Book of World Records. Get ready for that Balls E. That's to be happening in July 10th at Hyde Park. Every time you put on that bold cap, you know you're about to have the time of your lives. We appreciate the love and commitment and the support. More than anything, we just want you to say thank you, Dale. So yeah, he wants to gather everybody at Hyde Park, London on Friday, July 10th, and he wants to set the world record for people wearing bald caps.
That's very strange.
Has anyone ever worn a bald cap before?
No.
No. Phoenix.
Well, I've been bald before, but
No,
I
you're
haven't
hiding
put
hair
on a
under
bald.
there.
But I would actually have liked to have seen like a Vin Diesel also try this. I would like to see him try to trump him because when I think
and he
bald-
can be like family.
Exactly. That's what I was aiming for. That he would just scream family. That's basically it. Do you think he's going to achieve this, ladies? Do you think this is going to happen?
I think they should worry about getting stabbed at Hyde Park, if anything. So I don't know how many people are going to show up for that.
That's also true. This is true. Kirsche, will you go? Will you wear a bald cap?
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I thought they were talking about Hyde Park, Boston, but apparently there's a Hyde Park in London that I didn't know about.
It's kind
Yeah.
of ghetto.
Yeah,
pretty
London. Weird though, because like it says that he's a Miami rapper, so you'd think he'd be in Miami doing all this, but no.
Yeah, I wonder why he's doing it. And maybe there's more bald people in London because there's so many Muslims, right? All the hair is on their beard instead.
Nothing brings togetherness and unitedness like Pitbull, Muslims, and bald caps.
True.
Nothing has been more true ever. And family. And that's why
And
Vin Diesel should be
family.
doing this. That's why he
Yes.
should be doing this. Well, speaking of Vin Diesel, okay. Speaking of Vin Diesel,
How are you segueing this?
it went to the wrong thing. Why did it go to the wrong thing? That was a perfect segue.
You didn't change it to your
Wrong
screen. Oh,
Okay, here it
boy.
is. I got it.
Oh
okay.
boy.
Oh, I got your screen instead.
Yes.
That's why.
Yes.
Okay. Speaking of Vin Diesel, do you guys hear about the news for the new 007 movie that the casting for James Bond has been announced? Jacob Elordi reportedly met with Denis Villeneuve about playing the next James Bond. And I think, wasn't it more confirmed than that, Blabs?
So that's the rumor, and it's going around like crazy, but it's not been 100% confirmed. However, I do think it's funny because this guy, so he's 1 year younger than me. He's born in 1997. But the thing is, he's Australian. So is it gonna be like, good day, mate? My name's James Bond. How do you do? Shaken, not stirred. Like, what the fuck? I mean, I assume he has got a pretty good English accent, but out of everybody, really?
James
So
Bond should be both British and older.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they're going for. I guess this may be like a prequel or something. I'm imagining because they're going for a more youthful Bond here.
Yeah, so but probably by the time they start filming and all that, he's gonna be like 30. By the time it comes out, 31 or so. I don't know, but also like spoiler alert, Daniel Craig's James Bond died in the last one. So how the hell? So like, how do they continue this?
Well, he's clearly younger. That's what I'm thinking. I think this is
Like
going
it's
to
just
be.
a restart.
Yeah, and let's not forget that the new James Bond video game coming out is a younger Bond. So this could be all part of it.
Yeah,
The
I
protege.
was thinking the same.
yeah,
we
that
just
is.
cracked
So
the
I
case.
feel like that's actually pretty smart. Then just have a younger James Bond for everything. This makes sense. I feel like that's it. Done
Yeah.
in the bag.
They shouldn't have used the clean shaven photo of him because it's really hard to imagine it. Like I think he needs a little bit of face hair, to make him look actually like James Bond. But yeah, I'm a little concerned about the accent. He looks a little young. Is this because he's in that new smut movie? Is that
Oh my
why
God,
people
50
are,
Shades of
into him?
Grey in like the 1800s
Yeah,
or some shit.
What?
Yeah, it's with Margot Robbie. Like, is that why? Is he just on a meteoric rise, and that's why they're doing it? I don't know. My James Bond is always Sean Connery, so I don't care about any of these anymore.
Are you guys familiar with Denis Villeneuve, the director?
Yeah, unfortunately, he loves Zendaya.
Oh no, because
Is that going to be our Bond girl? Do we have to deal with Zendaya in it? Because that's what I hate about him. Is that he's obsessed with
Fish
her.
lady?
The fucking chick that's in Spider-Man that ruins every role she's in. She's in Dune, and ever since she was in Dune, he was obsessed with her, and she was behind the camera, and he talks her praises constantly. That is my issue with him. Otherwise, he's fine, but he's
I
obsessed
only
with her.
remember actors if I can remember that they have fish face or not. So I don't remember if she's one of the severe fetal alcohol syndrome people or not.
Like blobfish face or like
Their eyes are slowly moving to the sides of their head because they're actually prey animals, that kind of thing. And there's the actress that played the Little Mermaid. She's got that syndrome.
Oh yeah,
She's
yeah,
got, the prey.
Halle Berry.
Oh, okay. I get her and Zendaya
Bailey,
confused apparently.
whatever the
Thank
fuck her
you.
name is. Zendaya's engaged to Tom Holland or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I hope she's not part of the James Bond.
What the heck?
Anyway.
I'm confident it'll happen because he loves her so much. But it should be Sydney Sweeney, in my opinion.
Well, isn't she gonna be in the new Gundam movie?
She is?
Yeah, Sydney Sweeney's gonna be in the new Gundam movie.
What?
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna destroy the box office. Wow, that's
gonna be
like, yeah,
I
that's
have
gonna
no
be.
idea.
I'm pretty sure she's
huge.
Sydney Sweeney Gundam.
That's wild. I
Yeah,
have no
Gundam
idea.
live action starring Sydney Sweeney for Netflix and Legendary Entertainment.
Are they gonna get
Coming
angry
out.
about whitewashing, or everyone just loves Sweeney so much they don't give a shit?
Who the hell knows?
I feel like people love Sydney Sweeney enough they won't get triggered over it. That's my guess.
Yeah, because Gundam is anime, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so anime
That's why I was
was
so
just
taken
huge.
off guard. I'm like, what? She's in anime? What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
think
is kinda
anime
weird.
and Sweeney is a huge win. That's going to be major, I think.
A little weird, but you know, if she does the role well, I don't care.
Yeah, she's
yeah.
also gonna be in Split Fiction. So,
They're making a movie of that?
yeah.
Wow.
Well, there's not a lot of work involved there. Joe Safari's games are pretty much movies anyways. So
But you see how this all ties together is because Jacob Elordi, Zendaya, and Sydney Sweeney are on Euphoria together. So look at that, guys. We're so good. We're so good.
What was the name of that like super blonde guy in one of the Gundams? I remember him from memes, but I can't
I've
remember
never
which
watched
Gundam he
Gundam.
was in.
I like to trigger people and say Gundams are Transformers.
the internet's about to implode.
Yeah, I
Okay.
like doing that. It's funny.
How cool would it be if in this Split Fiction movie that there's a part where you see a line come up in the middle of the screen, and then you see both actors on each side, and they start going, "Come on, how cool is that?"
I will mark out every time I see that line come up in Joe Safari's games. I'm like, let's go. We're in. It's Joe Safari's game.
Yeah.
I'm just shocked he's able to get the deal because of his whole "fuck the Oscars" speech. I thought that they would like blacklist him on the film side. So good for him. He's making good enough stuff that they don't care. They just see dollar signs.
I would love to see him on the red carpet. That's
too.
that's going to provide us a lot of entertainment and news stories, guaranteed. So speaking of news, Blabs, unless is there anything I need to go to? I think it's time
No,
to.
you gotta go into your favorite section now.
My favorite section is hard news. I thought no.
Yes,
No?
yes.
Yeah. That's what I was leading to. Speaking of news, it's time for your favorite, my favorite, everyone's favorite, hard news. Can we just acknowledge how good I'm doing as hosting right now? Thank you very much.
Good job, buddy.
Thank you. I appreciate
You're
it. If we can just go around
incredible.
the panel right now and just let me know from 10 to 10, where am I in the hosting? 10, I
To
would say, right?
infinity and beyond.
Thank you so much.
This is like a 50 out of 10. It's incredible. I'm about to shed some tears.
Kay, that means so much to me because you have such a great channel, so that coming from you is really a prize. Thank you so
I'm
much.
truly inspired right now.
Speaking of inspired, have you heard about this Chinese eating trend?
The weirdest,
like I do.
the weirdest thing is that I text Kirsche yesterday and I was like, so anything you want to talk about for tomorrow? And at like 10:30 at night, this woman just drops this link about China with no context or statements or anything. And I'm like, thanks.
That's how I communicate. You know, she'll drop all of the stuff for my Thursday appearances. I'll say absolutely nothing, and she just has to hope I show up. Mm-hmm. And then if she asks me for anything, I'll just throw it in there with no comment.
This is also very true. So, Kirsche, how did you find us before we show what this is? Without giving any
I was
context?
trapped at a furniture store for like 10 hours because I was looking at furniture from the House of Row. And it was very beautiful, and I had to use a public restroom. And so I was scrolling Twitter when I was like in between looking at different sections, and it just popped up on my feed.
I saw that on Twitter too yesterday. I was like, "What the fuck they eat and what do they?" Then I
I don't even
scrolled.
understand the point of this. This seems
I
like
think
a
I
big
watched
deal.
it 3 times. I was like, "Are they just like I don't understand? Are they just chewing the food like in the bag and then not eating it, but then it's gone when they take it out of their mouth? Where did it go? Are they eating the plastic? What's happening?"
I've got a little bit of a theory on that, but to give some context, let's take a look at what we're all talking about here. So, from the China Pulse, a trend among young people in China for fear of obesity and in order to feel full, they place a plastic bag over their mouth while eating. Let's watch
Ya
this.
existen
make you
las
feel
personas
full?
que están metiéndose plástico en la boca antes de comer.
Oh,
¿Pero ¿Por qué lo
español.
hacen y qué se supone que logra esto? En realidad, allí se ha vuelto popular una
Yeah,
tendencia
mute that. I
bastante
think you gotta
extraña.
mute that,
Antes
just
de
in case
comer, su
copyright
comida
music.
favorita.
The music is hilarious.
I don't understand.
I'm just
Like,
like
what
some
is this
X-Files
accomplished?
shit.
What is the point of this? To simulate that you're eating, therefore your stomach won't grumble afterwards? Like, is that really gonna do anything? And you're inhaling plastic, bro. What is this?
So I've done a little bit of research for everybody on
Thank you for your
Dexerto,
sacrifice.
and there's like 2 bullet points. I'll share my screen if you don't.
Yeah,
mind,
I can do
Phoenix.
it. 1 second.
No, I'm
One
too-
second.
Ew, ew, ew!
I don't
all
like
right.
any of that. What,
I'm
did
too
he have, like,
fast
a
for you.
cage
young
on his mouth?
grasshopper. So this Dexerto has been covering this bizarre plastic eating trend for weight loss goes viral in China. Now, here's the thing: nobody knows what's this doing, like if this actually has any benefits or whatnot. But many people are considering it to be harmful because you are eating like microplastics. And it's in your mouth and you are inhaling microplastics. So the idea is similar to chewing gum by it's tricking your body into thinking you're eating when you're really not. So they're saying it's going to reduce cravings, but I think it's just going to be more harmful because you're literally just putting plastic in your mouth and you
You're
might
gonna
be
put
consuming
more Lego
microplastics.
bricks in their brain.
Yeah.
And also, gum is cheap. This is like actual food, so you're
Yeah, what a
wasting
waste.
a lot of money.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
resources being wasted right there. So
Just create gum
Shout
that
out.
tastes like foods. Wouldn't that be a better solution? Put your tech into that.
You see, my
Instead of,
next question is this on the Chinese TikTok or is this on the American TikTok? Because if these are Chinese people doing this on American TikTok, it seems like another way to be like, let's get these dumb Americans to do something harmful to themselves.
That's what I was going to talk about. You got it, Kirsche. I think this is a way to just extend brain rot to the universe. I think that this is intentional. I can't imagine China allowing this idiocy to be broadcasted to the world. I think there's something else going on.
I think what would be really funny, and whoever does this, credit me for the idea, but someone should do this with a whole bunch of different people, like putting the plastic and the food in their mouth, and then after each person with the plastic and the food in their mouth, show like a shot of a starving African child.
You know what this reminds me of is like that trend of like another like completely useless thing. That trend of like grilled ice or whatever
What?
it was.
grilled ice.
They were and they were just
Okay, is there audio underwater or is it just me?
No, it's
Yeah, it
underwater.
is.
Are you
Yeah.
back now, Pickle?
Yes.
hello.
Hello,
Yeah,
there
you're back,
you
yeah,
are. Okay. What were you saying?
I was saying that like it's weird because they would grill ice and then put like chili flake
Yeah.
on it. And
I'm looking at this. What the shit?
Isn't
look at
grilled
that.
ice just like a sauna?
and then
Yeah,
another
what?
like people were like eating rocks or something.
What the fuck? Rocks is pica.
Yeah, it's weird.
Huh.
They out there
What
doing
the
that
more you
weird
know.
shit. It's all. That's like I don't understand. What's the point?
Just
You know-
diet and exercise like normal people. Like, why are we jumping through hoops? This is crazy to me. Grilling ice, eating rocks, eating plastic, chewing food fakely, and then spitting it out. Just eat less then.
You know what's crazy?
I don't know any Chinese people that are overweight, have eating issues, that are eating tons and tons of bags of
Same.
Doritos. Again, this seems like
exactly. This is a psyop, man.
Yep.
Hella
that's what I'm thinking.
psyopy. But if you think
Yep.
about it, pickle was underwater, and an underwater pickle is a sea cucumber, and sea cucumbers can be used as sea sponges, so I can
And-
rub my body with pickle.
Okay.
Dun dun dun. Wow.
I
I
mean,
think we've gotten to the bottom of this one.
yeah, sure. I'm portable, I guess.
Speaking
I love
of
your portable.
Speaking of being portable, There's my segue.
No, not yet, actually.
Oh, no?
I've ruined your segue. Sorry.
Damn
I
it.
gotta hit up some super chats because we're drowning in supers because everyone's so nice. Let me get this one real fast. Okay, that's a 50, which means we actually have some new assets of a Kirsche Frolic game. So Dreg for $50 says, howdy everyone. I was watching a Nux vid this morning and remembered how the left used to screech about how the US had a grape culture, but now they're quiet about it while defending actual grape culture. The irony. Well, I'd put you on the wall, but I can't, so air. Thanks, Drag. Okay. Yeti says, a fine day to you all. May your Thursday be an enjoyable one. Munya! Kryptonian Jedi for 20 says, hi, Pickle. I signed up for Side Scrollers Plus so I can watch Pickle and Foxu play games. Thank you! You are helping avoid the AIDS for Craig. Bullet Shepherd says, awesome, it's my two favorite Jersey Girl VTubers. Yeah, Foxu, Boston, or whatever. Really, one of you is The Departed and the other one is The Sopranos. Welder for 10 says, happy Thursday. I see that between the amount of Italian on the show and the mob movies on Discord movie nights, we're at a very Italian point in our lives.
I have some chicken Alfredo in the fridge right now.
Okay.
What? Whoa! Long silence!
I had to put this in because Marmalin came in with 50 over on Rumble. It says, happy birthday, Phoenix. 110 performance so far. Love Foxu, love Pico, sub Canadian, Chinadian, and glad you fired. Craig needs to learn from the Segway Master Phoenix. Just steer clear of cliffs. Thank you very much for that 50. That's nuts.
Thank you.
I don't know when Phoenix's real birthday is anymore, man.
Today.
I do.
It's actually
I got
today.
tricked once and it'll never happen again.
Yeah, same. I got tricked once and I was like, I'm never saying happy birthday to this guy again.
Exactly.
Wow. Hurtful
Damn,
and rude because today is actually my birthday. We
I
went
just
through
don't
this.
believe you. Show me your ID. I'm Discord now.
Right now.
Give me a few minutes in Photoshop and you will have it, sister.
Born in 2005.
Yep.
Laz for something says, for me, Kodiak, VTubers, and the Battle Bears, thank you, Kirsche, for never backing down. Thank you for the Foxu News, the best news channel. Pickle, my lady, I tip my rice farming hat to you.
Battle Bear sounds cute.
does sound adorable.
Have to go no pulp, all right? No pulp for 10 because I'm a texture artist.
Based, he just like me, for real, for real.
I guess I'll vote since I don't need orange juice anymore. I'm going to vote with pulp. That's 10 for pulp. Pulp was gross, guys.
Gang, let's
What
go.
does he mean don't need orange juice anymore? What is that?
I don't know. I guess
I
it
have
doesn't need like the
ascended.
sunshine. As a Floridian, I have a degree of experience in orange juice. No pulp with vitamin D added is best to help the natural Florida man the strength to wrestle the gators and rock out during a hurricane. So I guess that's pulp, and we got 10 for that. Let me get this one up. Says 20 for pulp. Glad more people are willing to address the anti-white component of the culture war. The fact that so many people, even supposedly on our side, are afraid to be pro-white is evidence that must be so.
For a second there, I got confused. I thought he was like going from oranges into white. Like I thought that was like he was connecting oranges to white.
Supremacy.
Yeah.
It's just like when you draw swastikas on your milk jug. You know someone's a white supremacist if they drink orange juice.
If you saw all my milk jugs, all swastikas.
My milk
just
jugs brings a little boy.
fall apart.
Say, did you go in my fridge? What are you doing?
So like you can like totally reword that to be like my milk jugs bring all the Nazis to the yard. Damn right, they're better than yours. Anyway, Drag for 20 says the pilot of the Death Synth Gundam was an American.
Yeah. Thank you for reminding me the name of the guy.
Sure. 13 says Mahang Normal Men had to unfollow my favorite YouTube car builder Stanceworks as he went an insane Reddit mod level. Brainlight crashed out about ice. Harder than normal unsub, but life goes on. 20 for whatever Kirsche chooses. Kirsche, what are you choosing?
No pulp!
No
That's
pulp.
right.
No pulp!
All right. Thank you
Oh, it's
very
heating
much.
up. It's heating up.
All right, let me grab. Oh shit, man! All right, let me get this super. We're gonna go back to Kirsche. Okay, XX Pussy Breaker for 50. Since I love the way Pulp makes gag, it goes so well with mint ice cream. What did I just read?
Facts is what you read.
All right, so that's 50 for Pulp.
Why is the pussy breaker a commie cat?
I don't know, dude.
Incredible.
I don't know. Phoenix, where are we for the showdown?
Yes, I was actually just going to get that right now. By the way, Blab's doing a great job holding up the fort here. Let's see what the tally is at the moment. We've got $37 for no pulp
I'm
and
actually really
$86.99 for pulp. This is a shocker.
I am
to me.
surprised here. I am very surprised.
That
What
is
the
a
fuck?
shock.
Where are my no pulp homies at? Come
Guys,
on.
You're going to see it happens every time. Like the one that's losing, the one that's trailing, suddenly like comes back at the very end by hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So
You know, the more people who enjoy pulp in their orange juice, they won't notice if someone comes in it. It'll just kind of mix together with the pulp. So honestly, no pulp is really the way to go if you don't want your drink to get cummies in it.
that's why I like pulp, because it really reminds me of the glory days where I would just put cum in my orange juice and go,
You know, that reminds me of that one cum cookbook.
Mm-hmm.
I read that on stream.
Oh my God.
Nature's Harvest.
Yeah, there's a mixology book too.
There is.
Yeah.
Because cum cocktails used to be a
Yeah.
thing. That was weird back in the day.
It was
That's like
really
10
fun
years ago, I
reading
think,
the Amazon reviews for that book.
I can't
Really
believe I have stories for both Nature's Harvest and cum cocktails.
And you know that, I think it was a female author, but you know that was totally a dude.
Well, that was a dude. That was a dude.
Totally a dude.
100%.
How
Absolutely.
do we trick women into digesting all this protein? We make a cookbook.
I think it was written by a man intended for men.
Probably. Most
very
I do
likely.
love protein milkshakes.
Me too.
Protein.
Well, hold up. I need to read this. I think I figured it out. Phoenix only has one birthday, but there are 365 Phoenix. Yes, there is a
He's
running
variant.
theory.
He's
that
like
every day
in
I'm
the
born anew.
Avengers, you know? The
He
multiverse.
just has a vat of
STP.
clones in his basement.
Yeah.
Tell no one.
They're all chained up to the radiator and he swaps them
Yeah.
out or some shit.
Greg only
Just
lets
like the
one
dead
out
hookers.
when
Yep,
he's
absolutely.
the host.
Wow.
Oh my god, the super castle place I was in the mountains, they actually had the old Victorian radiators and they were still working. I was warming my hands over one and admiring its intricate carvings on
Did
it.
you get curious and touch one?
No, I knew better not to touch it, but I really wanted to steal it.
Just rip it off the wall.
Yeah, just rip it off. It was huge. If I laid down on the floor, it was still longer than me.
Oh. Blabs, may I segue, or are we still reading some supers?
We can pivot. We can
Speaking of pivoting, have you ladies, are you aware of the Vtuber school that's been going on?
No, but when I saw that in the run sheet, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Well, I have an answer to that very question because let's go here. Japan is launching a cram school for high schoolers where all the teachers are VTubers. The lessons cover subjects such as math, English, physics, and chemistry.
That's pretty cool.
I would have no issue paying attention in school if my teacher was a VTuber. I don't know why. If it's an anime woman that looks interesting and she is quirky and cute, I don't care. You can talk about whatever you want. I'll listen to it all day.
Boomers are gonna die out soon. Anime is the future. Get with it, anime racists.
Could you imagine? But what if there's what if the students start being weird towards their teachers because they're VTubers? What if do they get dono? Do they read super chats in the middle of class or something? What's going on?
I love
I feel
that.
as long as they don't start playing the Hot for Teacher song, you're pretty okay.
Well, I can answer some of your questions as I have sadly researched this. You can pull up the article for visual effects. and
Already
whatnot.
ahead of you.
Yeah, I know. Such a smart host. Anyway,
Thank
so
you.
the school name, guys, is called Wish High, which literally is straight out of some anime. Let's be real.
It is.
And it's opening, or I
Their
should say, it's
designs. Are those supposed to be students on the graphic, or are those?
They are the teachers. In fact, I do
look
have the
so
YouTube
cute.
channel pulled up, and we'll look at that in a little bit. But, so it launches March 1st. It targets rural area high schoolers or those that don't attend school, because I don't know if you guys know this, but in Japan, it's not illegal not to go to school.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. So, and also you have to pay for it. It's like it's basically around 9,900 yen or $65 a month. That's it. And
Yeah, that's
all the
cheap.
instructors are VTubers covering high school level subjects such as math, English, physics, chemistry, classic literature, world history, Japanese history, and geography. And I'm sure some of the guys will be wanting to research the geography of some of these VTubers' boobs. But I do have this. I'm going to share this instead. This is their YouTube channel. They only have 2.82K subscribers, guys, so go give them some love. Let's get them higher.
Let's get this up. Come on now.
Now, I'm going to let Pickle pick a video. What
Okay.
shall we look at?
I want to see what all of them look like. I see Pink Woman. I like Pink Woman.
So you want to click, want me to click this
hold
one?
on. I want to see what the other ones look like because there's like.
Let me zoom
Okay.
in for you guys.
My
There you go.
Oshi is one with the multicolored hair that looks like she's from Hawaii.
This one?
No. If you go up,
Oh,
she was
she
a little
looks
better as well.
oh,
Go up.
Oh, this chick
See,
right here?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, okay, let me find her. Let's
That's
see
my
what she
Oshi.
is.
She looks cute too. This could be a really good idea though, like actually for
good.
kids that are like introverted. I choose the Pink Woman because she looks like a mommy. And
Her?
yeah.
All right, let's just see what this has to say. Good luck, everybody.
Does this look like? This looks like
Experiencing interruptions.
a trailer.
講師が全員 VTuber の今までにないオンライン学習塾です。
Oh, it's just a
Japanese
ここまで
Naka.
春をお届け、バーチャルカウンセラー、そして V ッシュ講師の小春奈子です。
She has a nice voice.
She does.
I like how that's what you
今
noticed.
回のテーマは推し活。
What do you think I'm looking at, Blabs?
相手
I
の
don't
こと
know,
を
her junk.
推すっていうことだけど、もともとはアイドルファンがお気に入りの相手のことを応援していたっていうのが始まりです。
I wish I knew Japanese right now.
プレ解答はこの日程。
All right, let's see if we can hit one of the longer ones. These look like lessons.
Yeah.
まずテキストを見ていきましょうか。1、社
So
会
you
主
wanna know
義
what's
で
going on?
生きる私た
How
ち
do you
と
not
いうと
stare
こ
at
ろ
her
を見て
tits
ね。
during this, man? This
I'm looking at her
True.
face.
1、
Is there
I was
something
looking
wrong
at her
with me?
adorable hat.
I do
so
like her
tiny.
My
hat.
eyes just went
And her
straight
dingly
there.
dangling.
It's like an airline, like stewardess hat.
Yeah. I wonder what she's teaching. I can't tell. I'm trying to figure it out.
I do love this though. I would love to learn about World War II from a VTuber teacher.
I'm giving it a like. So
This is
yeah.
adorable. It's a really smart idea, honestly.
Yeah,
I think a
this
lot of
could be
people
really
will
cool.
learn from it. Yeah.
Oh, was it gonna give me some side of subtitles? Give me
No,
English.
yeah, just
Is there English
probably
anywhere?
just
They
in
want to keep us
Japanese.
English speakers out. Get out. Listen for VTuber teaching in peace in Japan.
Damn. Oh well, I tried. So yeah, guys, VTuber in Japan. Do you guys want that in America?
I was just about to
Yeah,
ask.
I think that'd be cool.
Would you go? Even if you already graduated high school, would you be like, I'm back to school like freaking Rodney Dangerfield over there?
I don't know if I have time for that, but I would definitely be cheering them on.
You see,
Alright.
like, it depends on what it's for, right? If it's like a university VTuber, like, I could attend and be like, hey, let's learn stuff. But if it's like a elementary or middle or a high school teacher, I'd be like, well, I can help fund it, but it'd be weird if I went to the class.
Final thoughts, Kay? You down? You down for the VTube?
I'm so down. Teach me a woo. I'm ready.
Okay. All right, let me hit up some supers real fast. Pulp is love. Pulp is life. All right, that's 20 for Pulp.
Absolutely.
Damn, bro.
Wow.
Marmalin says, my other was for Pulp, as is this. Forgot about the battle. Wait, your milk jugs come from sans.
Come without that? Not mine. Mine have the full regalia.
mine have
Everything
come
is on
with it.
there.
That's
Yeah,
why
yeah,
you
yeah.
buy local, support local. They just come with it. You don't have to draw it yourself.
Anyway, let me go
Half
do
the
this
fun is
one.
making your own. That's what I like.
All right, so I has no face for $49.99 says Pulp. All right, let me go get the pulp for you guys.
I am shocked by this.
Shocked. Sorry if my lyrics were off yesterday. I haven't seen the show since 05. I've been thinking of making a VTuber persona, a dwarf orc hybrid to live, make a TCG theory craft games and give my opinions about Big Elf. Your thoughts?
Elves are
Oh, big
fucking.
elf. He said orcs are for
I love this
fucking.
idea.
Big
Great.
Elf. Go for it. Do it. Thank you for the
It's so
$49.99.
good. I love it.
In honor of great American and patriot O.J. Simpson, 20 for Paul.
Absolutely.
The juice is loose. Happy birthday, Phoenix.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Get Mari_English to teach math and chemistry. It would be great to have Tenma teach phys ed as well. Thank you very much. I had OJ with pulp when I was a kid and puked. I've had PTSD since.
That's
So
funny.
I'm going to say no pulp for $19.99. Thanks so much. I don't know what this is. ARS.
Okay.
Let me see. ARS 25.
Craig is not here to make fun of my currency. As an obese guy who went down 5 kilograms since
$1.80.
January, congratulations. It's not that hard to simply diet. Replace your snacks with fruits and just eat a little less. Speaking of which, pulp! Exclamation mark.
That is $1.80 for pulp. Thank you very much. Bet
Thank
that
you.
VTuber school isn't a COD match. Such weakness. Okay.
Back to Commie Cat.
Yeah. Triple for 20 says, when it comes to orange juice drinking, my vote for this is with pulp for fiber reasons. Damn, bro. 20 for pulp. Those that prefer no pulp don't know what they are missing. No.
I've sucked a dick
Pulp
before.
is the
I know
answer,
what
by the
I'm
way.
missing.
Yes, K, timestamp. Thank you. Bert, she's been so good. I've been looking down to go timestamp. I'm like, she's already got it. What a pro. Burn Bridges Bright for 10 says, last time Pickle was on, Craig died. Coincidence? I think not. Also, be sure to tease Pickle about her wheelchair. She loves it when you do that. All right, so Pickle is like the nightmare fuel and everything, right? So you've basically haunted Craig far away. So that's one thing. But also, you have a wheelchair now?
I've had a wheelchair for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need it anymore.
Oh,
Burn
congrats.
bridges brightly.
Good.
Did you
I
get
have-
cured of your no leg working disease?
It was because of my scoliosis, and I was
Oh,
also
okay.
overweight. So the scoliosis affects my lung capacity, and
Yep.
when I walk around, I would get fatigued because there wasn't enough oxygen going to my brain. So it was just easier for my friends to push me around in a wheelchair when we went out. Otherwise, I sit down every like 5 minutes.
What-
I
what
don't need it
made you
anymore.
What made you shift? How'd you get out? How'd you climb out of that? Literally out of the chair. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Exercising was a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
I started lifting weights. My stamina is much higher, and I still have like bad days here and there, but it doesn't affect me as much anymore.
That's fantastic. Like that's
Good for
really,
you.
yeah, it's amazing. Good on you. Good on
Yeah,
you for doing the
wheelchair's
hard
a little
work.
dusty now.
And I'm sorry for your loss. You no longer have a convenient seat which
It's
to have
true.
someone sit in to give lap dances.
Yeah.
It's true. My friends did enjoy pushing me around, and not downstairs, contrary to popular belief. So
We had a friend
No.
in a wheelchair, and we would fuck with him constantly. We went when we were out. We would just put him in the middle of a corner and just leave.
yeah, sometimes they would just leave me there. They just fucking leave me, and I would feel so bad when I would go to like the mall or something. I would see like an actual like somebody who was actually like disabled or crippled, like severely, like in a wheelchair, and I'm just sitting there like I'm just tired. What's wrong with me? Get up! You're weak. You're weak.
I feel like that was a little Freudian slip because Phoenix didn't say fuck with, he said fuck them. So I was like, why are you fucking your friends in wheelchairs in public?
Just leave them there.
They're easy. They're accessible. I'm
Can you at
holding
least bring them a
fucking-
towel? Like, come on, man.
Nope. Once I'm done, I just put them on a subway and just go goodbye. That's it. They're out of here.
Oh,
Fuck out.
God. All right, let me grab this one on fast. He says, if I want pulp, I'll eat an orange. 5 for no pulp. All right,
Makes
Phoenix,
sense.
where are we at for the show?
See, I don't even like pulp in my oranges. That's why I like them supremed.
Hell yeah. No, I listen, I understand not like, I just happen to like it, but I totally, like, it's weird to be drinking something and have shit going down your throat. It's just, it doesn't, that's very weird.
That was a bit gay of you, Phoenix.
I meant it as gay as I possibly could. That's what I was getting at. Speaking of gay, let's get to see
Zooms in on himself again.
Speaking of gay, let's see the showdown. We've got 74-21 for no pulp and $220.78 for pulp. This is absolutely shocking. Absolutely
you can't beat
shocking.
the gays.
It's true.
You really, if you can't join them, Phoenix, you know.
Oh, I do join them, and usually like, yeah, like in a
Thursday
train.
afternoon. After this, that's where he'll be.
Mm-hmm.
Or he'll be pushing someone on a subway with a wheelchair.
It's like the human
you know?
centipede, but just very gay. Very gay.
Pivot.
Okay. Pivoting. Speaking of human centipede of gays, have you guys heard of the meta patents, which AI is going to take over for dead people? Have you heard about this story?
I did.
No.
I did.
Well,
What?
the end is near because, according to Dexerto, Meta has patented AI that can run a dead person's account, continuing to post and chat on their behalf. It can message and video call by replicating a user's online behavior using their past data. Oh,
That's
this
awful.
is pretty awful.
That's grim as fuck.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. I don't like that.
It's you kind of wonder if, like, let's say it's a dead parent or something, and then the kid goes there and it's like, "Hi, daddy," and then, like, let's say the AI is just like, "Scram, asshole," like something like that. That would be like absolutely disheartening to that.
Wasn't there like some school shooting or something where like the parents used an AI of their child to push like anti-gun shit?
I vaguely remember that. Yeah.
That happened last year, right?
Yeah. That happened very recently. I do remember that's the thing. People are going to use this for all sort of political reasons, and it's another heartstrings thing. It's same as the Ring cameras with the dogs. It's all these things. It's like at a base level, yeah, people will be like, oh, well, of course, like a kid wants to talk to their dead parent or whatever. AI likes to make people feel like they're correct all of the time and just be like, yeah, you're totally good. Yeah. So imagine the things that a young person can be coerced into based on talking to an AI of somebody they care about. That is terrifying.
You want to make mommy happy, don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it says that Meta secures the patent for an AI system designed to simulate a user's social media activity. That wasn't an accident. It can make posts, leave comments, and interact with other users. Includes the ability to continue posting after the user's death.
How do we know this is actually AI and not just like
somebody else
running the account?
Hello, sorry. Yes, I miss you. Yes, you're very good.
Oh my god. I wouldn't want this to happen to me after I die because I post things for two examples I post on my Twitter, right? That have bothered people significantly. It would just come back at you and say things like skin tags are like human potato eyes. and talking about my other strange habits. It would just pop out random shit like that. Could you imagine what kind of experience would that be after I died? That wouldn't even be.
And it kind of like removes another layer of human interaction once
Oh,
again,
absolutely.
When you think about like all of the creators who were trying to like, oh, let's do an AI of myself. So like, I don't have to interact with you, dear audience. My AI will do that for me. Or like the Kwebbelkopf guy who was like, all of my content will be AI from now on. And it's like, well, the thing that people really enjoy when it comes to content is like the human interaction portion of it, you know? And if you're removing that with AI, and if now when somebody dies, you're replacing them with AI, you're basically going to just start being inundated with AI. Why not just have AI be your friends and your relationship and everything you talk to?
Yeah, I have two things on that. So like on that point, so figure for us that are just coming into AI, a lot of us are going to prefer, live the real people. But what happens for people that grow up in an all AI world and all they're used to are personalities that are AI? How terrifying is that for culture when everything that you follow is fake and Lord knows who's controlling the AI and what messaging they're popping out? This is something I say all the time as far as people who are saying like, as far as like AI in movies and stuff like that, they're like, ooh, good. Now woke Hollywood can be destroyed because now we have AI. Like, no, same problem exists. Whoever controls the AI can inject whatever they need to. And real fast, second point I want to make real fast is how the really depressing thing about this for me, this particular issue we're talking about now, is that it's not going to let people move on. Imagine if you, God forbid, you lost your child. And now a grieving mother is going to that social media account and is like stuck on the fact that their kid is essentially still alive and now can't move on. There's no moving on point. Again, these two things, how well does this do for our society and culture?
Well, it's like I bring this up with like the propaganda that we grew up with using like reverse racism as an example, right? How many of us parroted when we were kids like, oh, reverse racism is bad too, and that's not even a real concept. And then you have Gen Z being indoctrinated with the further level of propaganda of all the DEI nonsense. You have all of these IPs being transformed under the DEI tenets. Everything they know is gay now, and then the next generation is going to be fake and gay with all the AI.
Fake and gay. It's true though. That is absolutely true. I have a hard time even like relating to my younger sister sometimes now because it's just like the way that she's grown up is vastly different, and she's only 10 years younger than me, but the way she's grown up is vastly different than how I did, and it's a pretty big thing.
Phoenix, please explain how what you're describing with fakery is any different from how it's been our entire life. What fakery are you talking about? I would say that as far in regards to the AI stuff.
I think he's trying to say like our government and our media has been lying to us our entire lives. So what's the difference between the old people in power doing it and the AI doing it?
Okay, well, huge difference is that the AI, whoever it's owned by, is basically going to parrot out whatever that algorithm tells it to do, where there's a chance with a human that you're going to find outliers like side scrollers, for instance, that don't go with company messaging and agenda and kind of have their own opinion. So there's a better chance for humans to be able to speak their mind and give a different perspective than something that's ones and zeros that may be following whoever controls them. Am I crazy on that one?
No, I feel like that makes a bit more sense. And as well as with AI, it's going to be more efficient to push out the propaganda, and it's going to be more efficient at silencing people, pointing out, hey, that's a lie, hey, that's a revision, hey, that's not what happened.
What do you think? I mean, I know this is a little off topic, but like, what do you guys think happens? So right now we're seeing a lot of AI videos pour out into social media and stuff like that. And this, whether you're pro or against it, is really not in debate. But this particular question, when everything pumped out is going to be AI and movies and things like that, that are all AI, what happens to the youth who grow up with that and don't know? So, okay, I'll give you an example. Like right now, when there's something going on, like let's say Epstein, and there was a fake AI picture of Epstein, I think in Israel or something like that, right? Now, we were able to know that was fake. We have checks, we have balances, et cetera, to do that. But when you've got nothing but this AI flooding the entire internet, 20 years from now, does a kid growing up have any context or understanding of what is real and what is fake? And I'm kind of curious what you all think that does to society when you've got you're inundated with, I don't know what's real or not.
You actually just made me think of something along that same line as well. How long have they been teaching us, like, don't think for yourself, you're going to get all this information from other people, like, we're the ones who teach you what to think. The UK propaganda game being like, no, asking for more information, wanting to find out more, that's bad. You just need to accept what we say. Critical thinking is no longer taught to children. When they're inundated with AI, they're going to lose even more of the ability that they had for pattern recognition. And they're going to lose even more ability to be able to tell, like, when someone's lying. I think Mom Donnie is a really, really good example of this. His face is just very unnerving. He's got that like Duper's Delight smile. The tenor that he talks in is like he's lying to you. And most people can tell that because they've had human interactions. They've been around manipulators. They've been around people who lie to you. And they've seen the facial tells. They've heard the voice tenor. They've seen the tics. But kids growing up watching only AI, watching and learning from AI, they're not going to have that. They're not going to have the organic human interaction to be able to tell these things.
Great point.
And that doesn't equip them to be able to deal with any human interaction. And we kind of see this to a degree where even Gen Z is mostly retreating to their phones. They don't interact anywhere except for online.
Where do we all see this going? Okay, so let's say this meta thing takes off. This actually happens. Let's say the entertainment industry kind of plummets because now everyone's able to make their own AI movies and stuff like that. I'm a doom. I think that people call me like a doom pillar on that. Does anyone here? I'm curious if anyone here has an optimistic vision of the future, and or if you're not, do you see any way out of this? Is there any way that we can use AI as a tool? People always call it a tool. I would say that a hammer is a tool, and a hammer doesn't build your home, decorate it, design the house, furnish it, and all that other shit. But let's say, is there a way to make this just a tool and live peacefully with it?
Well,
I'd love to hear what everyone's thoughts.
That because in this Dexerto article, and I will share this, it says that it doesn't actually mean that they might make the implications happen with the patent that they have. However, that they own it, and so they're looking into it. And I'm thinking, this is just a thought here, but if they're doing this, or eventually they might do it, then I kind of think that they have to do some type of terms of service with this where you can opt out, right? Because, like, it's not been in there before. It's not in their terms of service because it doesn't even exist yet. So if it ever is implemented...
This is what concerns me. It's exactly where my mind went to, because then also, like, what does it mean for your relatives' likeness that they have the ability to...
And can you opt out?
Yeah, and
like, will you not even own your own likeness anymore?
Yeah, that like after you pass away, what does that mean for your likeness? Because of that, whether or not you want to admit it, you are now part of a product.
How creepy would it be?
That's insane. There's a movie about this. He puts his wife in a AI box.
What movie is that?
I let me find the name of it. I forget.
Isn't it kind of creepy to think that if like all of mankind is eventually wiped out by AI, it's just a bunch of our ghosts essentially just talking to each other in social media and stuff like that? There's no humans left, but it's all our avatars.
Pretty creepy.
It's like the bad ending of Soma.
Yeah, wasn't it from Blade Runner, I think? You look lonely, and she's like the AI girl.
A little bit like that. A little bit.
We all love that girl, though. Let's be real.
Kay's like, wood.
Wood.
I was gonna say, I'm kind of curious about how this terms of service stuff, if it ever does get implemented, can you opt out? What are the terms and conditions for all this? Is there a way to avoid it? In which case, it might not be all doom and gloom, because you can just be like, nah, don't want it. I can live my life over here, and if you want it, whatever, you have it, type of deal.
I wonder if it'll become kind of like, when you get your driver's license, they ask if you want to be an organ donor. You'll have like another box to check where it's like, yes, I consent to having my identity carry on in an AI after my death.
For all of eternity.
I mean, how long has it been denied but an open secret that our phones spy on us, that they are collecting our data, that they are selling that data to other marketing companies, etc.? I think there might be an
Okay, it is so nice to see you branching out and finding other people to spend time with other than that weirdo James who wants to be a nurse. I was just enjoying a rat on a stick and a glass of water that leaked out of an AC unit. A blessing from the gods.
Labs, are we able? I don't think we're able to.
I can't see.
All right, so guys, if anyone does that text to speech, do us a favor. Write down also what you're donating, because unfortunately we can't see it without Craig today.
Yeah,
but thank you very much.
From I can't see the amount. I can't see anything. So in the message, text to speech message, just put your name and amount, because we can't see. But thank you very much. All right, continue.
I am branching out. Thank you. Voice in my head. That was weird. I just think that it's going to be an oops, sorry later thing. So you might opt out of this, but in reality, it might actually still take all your information and be able to build an AI out of it. That's the thing. So when I hear like, oh, well, can we opt out of it and will it be fine? No, I don't believe in that, because ultimately how many lawsuits come out later where it's like, oh, we found out in 2016 your phone was doing this and you can get $2.30 if you like join this class action lawsuit. I think they're going to collect this data anyways, and it's inevitable that there's going to be AI of all of us.
And how does that work with? I'll give you an example. Like, so let's say you're a deeply racist person on your social media. No. Well, we know you are.
No, I am.
Resident
yeah.
racist.
Yeah. All right. So let's use UK. Let's say
use me. Come on.
United
let's
Kingdom,
say
UK.
Let's say you're doing deeply hateful posts on social media, one after the other. You've, for whatever reason, consented to live on in the afterlife in this AI form. Does any of us think for 1 second that they're not going to modify your post, that it's not as... I don't think they're going to let you continue to be hateful. And then the second thing I want to ask about this is, will there be lawsuits? Like, that I actually knew Kay and there's no way in hell that she would have ever said that, rainbow pride post. Like, that's
like
not
slander?
who she is. Yeah, like that's
But
not what she
how
would
can
have
you
ever
prove
written.
it? Because even when you're alive, it's very hard to prove slander, lawsuits,
But
and litigation.
you don't think there's going to be a case out there that
No,
just
it
says...
absolutely is. But again, how can you
The
even prove
AI
it
just
that
helped her
person's
become a
alive?
better person post-death.
Yeah.
That is very difficult. Good thought, though.
I hyper fixated on finding the name of the movie, and it was either Archive or Ex Machina, but those are also two I mean, Ex Machina.
No,
was
it's
awesome.
not Ex Machina. It's
Okay,
Archive.
it's Archive. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I love
that
Ex
was an
Machina.
interesting movie. That was an interesting.
You'll have to check
one.
that out. This Archive thing. All right. Absolutely. All right. So does anyone here, before we move on to other topics, is there any way that we can find a way to use the AI as a tool and live life as we know it, or do we think like, well, we're all fucked and that's that?
I'm kind of
out of the tube.
Yeah, exactly. I'm kind of pessimistic about the direction that AI is going in. Like, I mean, I know we touched on it before. I think the last time I was here, like I said, I believe it can be used as a tool. But the way that it is being used is, in terms of the fact of like consumerism and otherwise, is kind of frightening. Just a little bit.
I like a lot of the cool things you can do with it. Like, I like a lot of the YouTubers who make, the AI songs or like the little
that's fun and silly. Yeah,
those are fun and silly. I like it. And then I think about how politicians, and especially people who are wishing to transform culture to their ideal, will use AI in order to make good little foot soldiers, and that is what worries me.
It takes away a big part of thinking for yourself, in my opinion, and that is something that isn't done very widely much anymore, I feel like.
It's like I already feel like they've encouraged no longer thinking for yourself at this point. And now AI gives people another reason to just be like, well, I don't have to think at all anymore. I just have the AI to think for me.
This is actually, AI is the only time ever that I'm actually rooting for corporations to actually win. Typically, I don't like corporations, but like, so for instance, because again, me personally, I don't like AI, and one way that we can get rid of it is to outprice it. So, like, for instance, if you're making a movie with AI. If you're making a movie with AI and you use an actor, I would like to see that AI company make residuals off of anytime you use that actor in your movie, that they get screen credit, that they have to make money, they get money off the back end of whatever you sell.
A reality that is fake and gay? OP. Of course. I should have known. Anyways, he puts 25 towards pulp.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, yeah, I do actually hope that the corporations just bleed people dry with their money. That way it's not as accessible. And then it's unfortunately in the hands of the corporations, which is never good, but at least it limits it limits what can go out there. Because again, just imagine if everyone starts making deep fakes of things in politics. And listen, we've got turbulent times ahead of us. And if you're posting very real footage that's not real of something that happened in your town and that gets you scared, or if there's like, they start making videos of like, you know, God forbid, kind of terrorist acts or whatever like that to get you riled up politically. And you're being bombarded with this everywhere in social media that no one can keep up with fact checking it. Like that kind of world scares the hell out of me. So I would, in the worst case scenario, then I would rather just see one entity control it, as terrible as that is. Does anyone agree with that or have a...
You talking about that made me think of something. China has their internet basically cordoned off from like everyone else, right? Back in the day, do you remember the radio thing with War of the Worlds and how everyone thought that there was an actual like invasion and that they were going to die?
Yeah.
If our government's ever decided to, for some reason, just lock us off from the rest of the world on the internet, because I'm sure China's not the only one with the capability of doing that.
Oh, sure.
And then using AI to purport some sort of War of the Worlds-esque thing, that would be insanely frightening to like be a part of.
Yep. The whole thing is, there's no, for me personally, I can't find a good thing here, a good outcome, but I'm actually just hoping that anyone could find some positivity, because again, you give it to the corporations or you give it to your government, and Lord knows that's a terrible option. So there's some power to giving it to the people. But then at the same time, if you have a ton of people with the power of being able to change your perception of the reality outside of you, especially when everyone lives on their phones, so you're going to believe this world that's being bombarded with you to all these AI videos of telling you what's going on outside your home. Lord knows what that means too. So I'm just trying to wrap my head around, is there some kind of solution where we can coexist with this thing? And I still don't...
And it would have to be like very regulated, which is also like a what the fuck kind of thing to even consider. I feel like, because like you can't. I don't feel like it should be regulated, is what I'm saying. But it's one of those things that it's like there's not enough, I guess, like hard set rules, because we talked about like how people are using it for like defamation purposes and stuff, which is completely fucked up. That's what would worry me about being on the internet.
All right. I mean, it's like, Kirsche, do you have, before we kind of move on, do you see any way that we can coexist with this thing?
I think, like, I like a lot of aspects of AI, and I think that it could easily be used to make life better for quite a lot of people, and not just entertainment purposes, right? Like, there are ways that AI could take over jobs that we no longer would have to do as humans. And I've talked about this on stream before, where it's like hundreds of years in the future when AI is incredibly advanced and we have like little AI robot things moving around doing jobs. We might have to think about some kind of universal basic income, because if the robots are able to do all of these low-skill jobs, if they're able to do mail delivery and food delivery and warehouse work and trucking, if they're able to take over all of these sectors and do them efficiently, what are we going to do with all of those people? And especially something in trucking where those are well-paid jobs. That's like a backbone of America kind of thing, right? What are all those people going to do? And it's like, I think that this is a case of, you can have a very positive view of all the good things AI can do if you live in the mindset of, if everyone would just. And there's, again, never been any point in history where everyone justs. And the more you try to force everyone to just, the more they push back against you. And so while I see the good things that AI can be used for, I don't think anyone will ever just. And so I think that AI is going to probably end up being more detrimental and more of a, like, we can use it as the average pleb for entertainment purposes, but it's going to be used for far more vicious things by the people who rule over us.
And you know, and real quick too, we're going to go to supers in a minute. But one thing I don't think anyone has factored in is that if Neuralink takes off, and you merge that with AI, so you're able to actually literally see without glasses or anything. You're able to actually see and feel and experience an artificial world in front of you. Good Lord. I mean, imagine right now we're having a dating crisis and a child crisis. No one's having kids anymore. Imagine if you can just make your perfect partner in your head, and now you're not leaving your house and everything because you're all poor. We're all poor and stuff like that. But now we can have in our minds, the perfect house and the perfect partner and stuff like that.
But this is another thing, right? We already have like people forming relationships with AI. I've brought up Love Ends before. Love Ends is an app where you can like connect their sex toys to it, and the sex toys can be controlled through the app and whatnot. They added AI partners, and the AIs can control your sex toys that you hook up to the app. So like you don't even need a person anymore. And if you don't want to do it yourself, which you can like go to the AI and like sexy talk with the AI, and they can treat you however you want, whatever your fetishes are like. They can control your toy, and you can talk to them like a person. And I'm like, that's crazy, bro.
Yep. Well, I love this conversation, and hopefully we'll have a lot more of that. But in the meantime, Blabs, we got some supers.
Oh boy, howdy do we?
I'll be right back, okay?
Yeah. So I need to I think we gotta do this one instead and I gotta play this actually twice. This is insane because aforementioned came in and he quite literally dropped $400 on Rumble. Yeah.
Damn.
$400 freaking dollars saying hello, all you shiny happy people. Kirsche, I'm so glad you're here. I feel like in a past life you would have been a perfect madam of a turn of the century New Orleans bordello.
Hell yeah.
Great panel today. Holy shit, Suze.
God damn.
Would you like to put 400 for pulp or no pulp?
At the turn of the tide.
Yeah, make them suffer. Aforementioned, if you're still here, I will try my best to keep an eye on the Rumble chat. I'm sure the guys over on Rumble will alert me if he decides something or she decides something. Thank you very much, aforementioned. Jesus.
What a
Jimmy
chat.
Christmas.
Thank you so much.
And then also, let me get some pickle frolicking because Sathale for 55 says, texture be texturing, no pulp.
Hell yeah.
Right. Boom. No pulp. Team Fox. Ooh, thank you so much. You guys are insane today. Holy shit. All right. Ray Jays for 20 says, imagine jiggle physics on the anime physics teacher. Also, hi, Pickle and Foxu. Thank you very much. And let me make sure I hit up all the big ones. Guys, I have to scroll some supers today, and I'm very sorry about that, but you guys have been insanely generous. Know that we appreciate everything.
Thank you, everyone, for the support.
We really appreciate it. Honestly, we wouldn't be able to do this if you guys didn't do what you guys do. Jimmy for 20 says, use the AI to undermine the current hegemony. Big words. I'm about 90% done with the federated Discord clone, about 1% done with an open source fusion reactor. Did you have fun, Phoenix?
I did, and I didn't even flash anyone this time.
What the heck?
A long
I'm
story.
so proud of you.
Anyway, Lane for 20 says, hello to everyone. AI is a great topic to bring up around Leaflet. She has great takes on this topic. No pulp. That is 20 for no pulp.
Yeah, I would love to have a great conversation with Leaflet. I feel like she knows so much about this and could really give a great perspective to this.
Aforementioned, are you there? We need to know what your decision is. I haven't seen anything. Let me get this one real fast. Kirsche, if the robots are cheap enough to remove work, they are cheap enough for the poorest to have a staff of robots earning their living. You cannot have it both ways. It's a contradiction in terms.
I think that's a really silly thing because, like, if, again, I've said hundreds of years from now, I don't think this is going to be something in our lifetime. I don't think we're going to have to contend with robots replacing us while we're alive. But this is going to be something in the future to think about. And if a company can spend, like, 100 or 150K on a robot that they don't have human rights, so they don't have human rights violations. They can work 24/7. They never turn off. They don't have to pay for health insurance. They don't have to pay for time off. They don't have to pay for holidays. They don't have to worry about someone taking any kind of time off for pregnancy or having a child or vacations. The robot is way more reliable than a human. Why would you ever hire a human over that? And the robot is a flat fee. Even if you have maintenance fees to repair it in the future if something should go wrong, that maintenance fee is still going to be way less than paying a human a living wage.
All right, and I have to get this because aforementioned came back in with a 50, so we're going to give him the boobs.
Thank you.
So that's $450 that this man has just donated. And he says, I'm a guy.
Damn.
Put 50 plus the previous 400 on no pulp. Oh,
My brother!
All right.
Phoenix, we need an update.
Oh my
Not me,
All right.
man.
No.
This guy.
I'm on the. Yeah. Hold up. First of all, 450. Thank you so much. Here we go.
Oh, we're doing the dancing. Yeah, he got boobs before when you went to the bathroom and flashed people. Such amazing dance skills.
Thank you. You were not so bad either.
Skateboarding.
All right, let's go. Let's see the board now. We've got $640.74 for no pulp, and $280.76 for pulp. Wow, what an amazing turnaround that was! Wow.
That's nuts.
You filthy pulpers!
Take that. Yeah, you pulpers. I can never be as sexy as Kirsche. All right, let me see. Here we go. Well, wait, it's Phoenix's birthday. Happy birthday, man. In other news, Pulp, listen, you can try all you want, but you're losing. You guys are losing now,
No, we still
suckers.
got a chance, dog.
No. They're losing. Shh.
We got time, okay? We got time.
Nah. Hex for 10 says, listen, the massive boobs are helping me pay attention. Pretty sure I was paying more attention to that teacher than any teacher I had. And the teachers I had at least spoke the same language. No pulp for 10. Yeehaw. All right, thank you very much. I'm trying my best to grab all these. Pardon me. I have a server farm to torch. Also, -5 for both. OJ doesn't agree with me anymore. Okay.
What?
-5.
Did you guys know any serial killers that, like, growing up, that used orange juice instead of milk in their cereal?
No.
Yeah,
Why would anyone do that? What?
Because they're sociopaths. That's the only answer I could conclude.
Check their hard drives. My God.
Yep,
I peeled
bingo.
the skin off my raviolis to eat them. Is that weird?
Wait, what?
It's kind of
Don't you
adorable.
feel like most foods that you eat?
So, like, you would take the ravioli and you would flip it over, and then I would use the fork to peel off the bottom of the ravioli and eat that noodle, and then I would scoop out all the meat and eat that, and then I would eat the top of the ravioli.
Yeah.
Adorable.
Italian
delicious.
Blacks is shattering right now. I can see it. Lifetime.
Oh yeah, Blabs is not happy, but I find it adorable.
I think it's hilarious,
All
actually.
this talk of orange juice is making me remember the other day I had recently cracked my rib, and I'd taken a Percocet the other day, and for some reason drinking the orange juice while also being high out of my goddamn mind was not a good idea. So now I don't like orange juice at the moment. Made my tummy upset.
I'm sorry about that, but that's also kind of funny.
I feel like I need to play this one for Pickle Story.
No, I feel bad. Are you okay, by the way, Pickle? My God, are you okay?
You're not having
Pickle?
a good time.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want to
Wow.
know. Are you okay?
You were good?
I'm great.
Okay,
My
well, that's-
30s aren't looking great, guys.
She getting fucked up on them parties.
Oh my God.
Damn, bro.
I'm so sorry you go through that. It's horrible.
It's fine. I'm chill. I'm better.
I'm chill.
I'm chill.
I'm chill. Oh my
Everything's
God.
fine
Bless you.
now.
You're incredible. That's
Are
great.
we done with
worries.
supers there, Blabs?
I want to make sure. No, we're
Okay.
not. No, we're not. I'm gonna play some Pickle Love right here because XX _ Bussybreaker _ XX for $50 says I use apple juice in my cereal. Pulp.
Why?
All right, so we know that commies put apple juice in cereal. That
Why would
okay.
you put apple juice in your cereal?
Cereal
Is it
pulp
Apple
is
Jacks?
like
Okay, Apple
what
Jacks is fine.
the conglomeration of
Okay.
cereal looks like after the microwave and
Poor
condensed milk.
Kay.
What a good idea that
okay.
is. Oh my
It's
God, I
just
love that.
so
Have you ever done that, Kay?
No, but now I'm going to.
Yeah, I kind of want to see that. Yeah. You got to do that on your show. Yeah.
All right, we're going to do it.
Yep.
Okay. Anyway,
No
real fast.
pasta ravioli? Is that just like ground meat and cheese on a
No
plate?
pasta ravioli? That would just be
Yeah.
like bolognese.
Yeah. Anyway, John Kanji for 20 says Phoenix need to say, which is great, 20 times in show to give us the true side scrollers experience. You also have
which
to
is
say
great.
along the way, or
Along the
wow,
way,
that's
yeah.
the craziest thing I ever heard.
Yeah. Which
I
is
love
great.
the internet.
Me too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Phoenix, watch it please if you
Yeah,
can find it.
Yeah, I will. Thank you for that recommendation.
All right, I will get to your supers in a bit, guys. Let's continue.
All right. So speaking of continuing to diddle small kids in a horrible thing, thankfully there's a positive ending to this. As Everything's fine. Everything's fine. You'll see the positivity. Like, listen, Prince Andrew arrested on suspicion of misconduct in public office, as King says, law must take its course. That's what I'm saying.
Thank God someone got arrested.
Exactly. This is my point. Have you guys heard this? Have you just seen this news that happened? I think
actually, I read the little TLDR real fast.
Okay.
Can you zoom in, Phoenix? But also, I noticed that the king supposedly was not aware of his arrest prior to the arrest actually happening, which I'm kind of calling sus on because it's the King of England. It's like,
yeah, right?
Your brother is being arrested. Your brother also happens to be the son of Queen Elizabeth II. You're the king. I'm gonna guess you probably know that he's being arrested. But they say, oh, he didn't know. Bullshit.
And I feel like if you're able to arrest a member of the royal family in the United Kingdom, surely no politician in any other country is gonna be able to escape, right?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to read because I actually I'd love to discuss something about this, but real quick, some bullet points here. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor has been arrested and is in custody on suspicion of misconduct. Oh, yeah, I got it. Misconduct in public office. The king's brother was arrested at 8 GMT on Thursday morning at the Sandringham estate in Norfolk.
These are
You're right, Sandringham.
I'm trying to be Craig here. I'm doing expertly. Thank you very much.
That's great. That's great.
Thank you.
He's doing a great job.
His arrest, this is important. His arrest means police have the right to take a custody picture. His fingerprints and DNA. Our correspondents look at what else might happen. Meanwhile, King Charles did not respond to questions about Andrew's arrest as he attended an event in central London. Earlier, the king, who was not told of the arrest in advance, released a statement saying the law must take its course. Prince William and Catherine are understood to support his remarks. And finally, police are searching addresses in Berkshire and Norfolk, including the Royal Lodge in Windsor, where the former prince lived until recently. I actually want to talk a little bit about this. Is this encouraging for everyone? Do we think it's going to stop here? So obviously we've released a lot of these Epstein files, and everyone said nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to come of this. Now we see this guy, who, by the way, I don't know how creepy y'all know he is. Remember when the allegations came out and the woman against him said something like he sweated profusely on me, and then he said, well, that couldn't have been me because I medically can't sweat. Do you remember that conversation?
No.
Yeah. So that was his defense. Don't quote me exactly. Look into it. But what the person that had potential harm against them had said that Prince Andrew here, was sweating all over me. And then in an interview, he said, no, impossible, because medically at the time, I couldn't sweat. That was his big defense. And now finally,
he's a pig in real life.
Yeah. So here we see finally some action. Are any of us encouraged? And what do we think happens next?
No, he's not going to do anything. He's literally the king's brother. He will get it out, and that's it.
Panel? Nothing?
I'm just traumatized by that entire thing.
I'm trying to process it because it's kind of hard to think of like what would happen. I mean, you could obviously hope for the best, that somebody would be held accountable for something so awful, but I really have no clue.
Did anyone think that this was going to happen? Because to me, this is actually very encouraging. You're actually finally seeing something.
I think it's encouraging that he's getting arrested, but I want to see more than just arrest, right? Because in the U.S. right now, it doesn't seem to matter how many times we arrest somebody, because like the DA lets them go or a judge lets them go. They're just like, oh, you were too stupid to know that raping someone to death was a bad thing. Let's just let you back out in the community. Like it's encouraging that something happened. But I want to see more than just the initial arrest before I actually start being like, yeah, let's go, buddy. And I mean, like I said earlier, I would hope that arresting somebody who's part of a royal family who's always looked as if they're protected and insulated from everything means that politicians will actually start getting arrested as well. I don't think they will, but I would like to hold on to that glimmer of hope. I would like to see that.
Okay.
Is this happening? Well, is this happening because he's not a prince now? Isn't he like not with that title anymore? So
he doesn't have the title, but he's still in the royal family. Like he's still royal blood, right?
Yeah. I don't know. The nothing ever happens crowd might be sweating a bit. I'm in that crowd where I'm like, nothing happens ever. But hey, this is a good start. I agree. I would like to see more happen before I cheer for it, though, because it's easy enough to arrest someone, but to actually convict them of everything is a whole other story. So, yeah, I think there's not going to be a high consequence, especially when people are able to throw around their royalty, their money, their status, everything around. I just don't see this going very far or this person actually getting fully punished for what they've done.
Do you think this is actually, because obviously this isn't in the U.S. Do you think anything's going to happen here in the U.S.?
I have no faith in the court system whatsoever. That's really where I come from with this. It is so completely rooted and corrupted. I just have no faith that anything really impactful is going to happen. All of these people should be having things happen to them that I can't even say on YouTube. That's where I stand.
Yeah, I always have to preach for the peaceful option, even if it feels like the only option is to invoke my French bloodline, as it were.
Well, this story does get a little bit deeper. So we've had, I'm sorry, it wasn't Prince Andrew. This was just Mr. Andrew, if you will. But, and if I can share my screen properly here, did you hear about Whoopi Goldberg and her relationship to potentially the Epstein files? Anyone heard of this?
I did not.
No, I didn't even know
watch
she
it.
had a relationship.
But I just want to point out, did you guys know that Whoopi's real name is Karen?
I did not
what?
know that.
I did not know that.
Her real
Is she
name,
That's the
actually a
bigger
Goldberg?
story.
her real name is actually Karen, and it's spelled Caryn.
I was gonna say, I've never met a black lady named Karen. How is it spelled?
Yeah.
I answered
wrong.
your questions. Yeah, her name is Karen Elaine Johnson.
Wow, that's potentially the bigger offense in this whole story. That's
Why
a
did she
horrible
pick
name and spelling.
Goldberg as her stage name?
Well, because the Hollywood is owned by a particular
Jewish.
group and probably felt that maybe that she could trick them into thinking that she was Jewish.
I think the greatest thing that's not on my bingo card would be if Whoopi came out as a black Hebrew Israelite.
Yakub.
Yakub, my father.
So anyway, proceed. I had to just break your brains for a second.
No, that again, that's potentially even more terrifying than this story. All right, so I know nothing about this, so we're going to read along at the same time. So from David J. Harris Jr., new, Whoopi Goldberg finally addresses her name appearing in Epstein documents and insists being listed does not mean guilt. Behar, anybody can be on this list. Whoopi, anybody? Well, this is my point, because I'm telling you, when I tell you people are trying to turn me into, I wasn't his girlfriend, I was his friend. That's a very good Whoopi Goldberg impersonation. Thank you. Haynes, so I don't know what she sounds like. A lot of the reasons your name can be mentioned on news articles, third-party emails, contracts. Again, wealthy, famous people often cross in professional and social circles. So that's not the surprising part. In defending herself, she basically defended Trump as well. So we've got a little bit of a clip here. Let's take a listen. Here we go.
Now, in the name of transparency, can you put up my name?
My name's Karen.
Is in the files.
Yeah.
Yes. And what does it say? It says, Whoopi needs a plane to get to Monaco. John Lennon's charity, it should say Julian Lennon's charity, is paying for it. They don't want to charter, so they're looking for private owners. Here's the info. And they give all the information, and they're saying, do you want to offer your G2? Okay.
And it looks like they said no thanks.
Yeah.
So in other words, anybody can be on this list.
Well, this is my point, because I'm telling you, when I tell you people are trying to turn me into, I wasn't his girlfriend, I wasn't his friend.
You were too old for him.
I was not only too old, but it was at a time, where this is just not.
Did she just make a joke about being too old to get Epstein's interest?
Damn, bro. Kind of sound like it, yeah.
Yeah, the other lady did.
I was gonna say, do you have any idea how angry these witches would be if someone else made that joke?
Yeah, exactly. That's
Absolutely.
this entire clip is like, oh, now we're gonna find every excuse under the sun and say, look, guys, anyone can end up on the files, and all. It's just like it's so exhausting because if she wasn't on there, they wouldn't care.
Trump in the files is like, I hate this guy. Let's find a way to take him down. Oh, he's working with the police to get me arrested. Oh, he said Ghislaine Maxwell's a terrible person. It's just like, they keep screeching and trying to find something, and they don't have anything, and yet everyone just parrots, if you support Trump, you support a pedophile.
Well, and I'm curious, too, about this as far as, like, okay, like, so I understand what Whoopi's saying. Like, listen, there's going to be any mention of a person's name is, you know, that has nothing to do with being on the island or anything like that. Look, their name could be in there and it's unrelated. But I'm curious if this panel, which I don't watch The View, shocking, but I wouldn't be surprised how many times they've done this exact same thing where they just lead with a little bullet point. They don't go into the details. I'm very confident they probably did this with the Epstein list. I don't know for sure. But isn't it interesting that this side constantly does that, but that it's okay that they can defend themselves and you're supposed to understand that. But then in the next breath, probably listed Trump and probably did that. Like, do you guys feel that this kind of group here is guilty of that? And if so, why doesn't the audience ever pick up on this? Panel, please answer this for me, because I've been waiting my whole life to know why.
I agree with you completely. That's my whole problem with this, is that they would jump on the tiniest thing about somebody that they don't like, but the second it's about them, they find every excuse under the sun to soften it and make it sound like it's not a big deal. And, ooh, anybody could be in there. I guarantee you, if none of them were in that, they would be going in a whole different aggressive direction with this. So that's my problem with it. Why the crowd doesn't get mad at it? Who's left watching The View at this point? Only their, like, most hardcore supporters. It's all women that gobble like chickens. Like, I don't know who else would be watching this at this point.
And it's also like just the same hypocrisy we've seen over and over again. And I don't even know if you can call it hypocrisy at this point, because they don't see it as hypocrisy. They're just like, we're right, you're wrong, you're a Nazi, we can kill you. If you defend yourself, that's violence against us, and we're the good guys, so that's bad. Right? And it's like the slur shit all the time, right? If we say a slur, they can go after our jobs, they can go after our sponsors, they can physically assault us and even kill us. If they say a slur, well, that's perfectly fine. You know, they should, if you go after their jobs or their sponsors or whatever, you're supposed to be against cancel culture. Why aren't you defending them? And it's like, well, why would I? These people would ruin my life. Why would I defend your right to do those things when you would not do the same for me? If my principles are going to get me harmed, then it's not worth living by them.
Completely agree. And I will always forever try to understand how an audience of any of these people's shows can hear one thing and it's okay here, and then the next breath they say it another way and they're all rallying with their torches. It's amazing that no one ever picks up and goes like, maybe I'm following the wrong people, or maybe my side's got some work to do. They never do that. They absolutely never do it. And it's right in front of their face. They'll see it constantly. We've seen it time and time again, and they never question it. So that's always depressing. But so anyway, chat, Whoopi Goldberg, was she responsible for the Epstein Island thing? Let us know in the chat.
Is there any supers? Madame down in the Diddy tunnels.
Yeah, let me hit up some supers real fast. So, another name for 1999 says autismal foxy ravioli habits. Pickle, take care of yourself. Can we get some Poppy? Prince Andrew arrest was for leaking info, not other things. No pulp. Okay, let me get your 1999, and then I can get you up. Okay, Phoenix has got that one instead. There she is. Ta-da. Oh, get out of here. Thank you very much. And then, and remember, the old lady that recently disappeared was the mother of the most outspoken of Andrew's victims. Oh.
Corona Soul for $25 says, I want to express my deepest sympathy for your loss of Craig. Terrible thing, dying from ligma. No pulp. Whoopi was mentioned directly in coordinating with Epstein with that flight. The Don was mentioned by other people sending Epstein news links, never direct contact. These things aren't the same. 25 for pulp.
So that was 25 and 25?
Yeah.
Wow, all right. So before we get into... Yes, thank you for those, guys. Before we get into some gaming news, Phoenix, where are we?
Sure.
Lovely showdown.
All right, let's see what we've got here. Oh, wow, this is fairly shocking. $740.73 for no pulp and $405.75 for pulp. Wow, this has turned around. Now the question is, will it turn around again? That's the big question. By the way, Blabs, great job on making these fights. They're you've got your finger on the pulse of like what the people want, and we're always going that won't work.
On the
pulp. Hold up, I've got a button for that. I need to. There it is. There. Okay, got it.
Be here all day. Thanks everybody, and thanks Wastelander for 5. Okay, so we do have some gaming news real fast. So you want to pivot into or transition into Bungie?
Yes, I do. Could you share that screen if you don't mind?
Kay, before we get into this, can you give the chat a little TLDR of just who Bungie is?
They are responsible for some of the best video games in history. Some of you might know about a little game called Halo.
Marathon? Oh.
No! Damn it!
Oh,
once upon a time, they could have competed with something like Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, you name it. They built an incredible universe. And now, not so incredible, also known for just many memories of the early 2000s. There you go. There's the list here. Halo Combat Evolved right there.
There's so many.
Incredible.
What's that about?
The what?
There's a game called Abuse.
I want to play that. What?
Yeah, right? Yeah, there we go.
Run and gun game.
Oh.
Mac OS.
Developed by crack.com.
Shout out. Halo Combat, Halo 2, 3, ODST, Reach, Crimson Steam, Pirates,
I know another
Destiny,
game called Destiny, exactly.
Destiny
That's
2,
their
and then
partial comeback.
Marathon. Everyone's very excited for the new Marathon releasing next month.
Were you a Destiny fan, Kay, or was that like when they went awry?
I was. I was a Destiny 1 fan.
Oh yeah, okay.
And then when I played Destiny 2 up until like the DEI DLC that they put out. Well, then I played the one after it. I think Final Shape came up after that, which was also that one was okay. I don't know. I've that game like has me by the balls mentally.
Oh, wow.
It does. I like that game.
I played a bit of Destiny 2. Wasn't that
It's a
big of a
guilty
fan,
pleasure.
to be honest.
It's all right.
Yeah.
I'm a First Descendant person. I know that's kind of slop to some people's eyes, but I like them anime girls. What can I say?
Yeah, I was gonna say there's actually one that I'm not even joking. Kind of looks like me. And when the trailer came out for First Descendant, I was like, yo. So I feel like I need to cosplay as one of those because they have like the big eyes and the hair. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's me. But anyway, okay. So the reason we're talking about Bungie is because they have made the news for racism and DEI. Shocking, I know. Let me zoom in for you guys. All right.
Want me to read it?
Yes, please, actually.
Representation fails when the tools were never built for you in the first place. Landmark research from Yale University, supported by the Bungie Foundation, is rebuilding hair tech to better represent Afro-textured hair in games.
Can I just say that, like, regular hair textures have insane clipping issues?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what are we doing here?
It's like, this is your focus?
Let me see if I can zoom in on this. Yeah,
oh my god.
This is the problem.
Character model. Too.
This is the problem. So we actually have the blog.
All right.
It's a whole ass blog.
Is this the developers blog? What is this?
So this is from Bungie Foundation. And
Okay.
let's just go and click on About
Oh, I
Us.
saw George Floyd in there. Wow.
Yeah.
So
Wait,
Bungie
can you scroll back up for a second?
Mm-hmm.
Look at, okay, so we got white guy, white guy, white guy, white guy, white guy.
Very
white guy,
diverse.
Woman,
Lesbian,
Jewish woman,
white guy.
white guy, white guy, white guy. What are we doing here?
I don't know. But to answer your question, Bungie Foundation reduces distress and suffering in children through entertainment and partners with humanitarian aid organizations in times of natural disasters and crisis. Because everybody, this is a crisis.
You know what's a crisis? I can't have long hair without it clipping into my clothing as a video game character. And sometimes even clipping into my back or my ass. Can we... What? How about we just fix hair in general? Like, what the fuck?
The issues with the hair are like nonstop in video games. And I'm like, this is really the point you want to go on? Like, I was even looking at footage of like Baldur's Gate and I was like, Even there, Baldur's
Yeah.
Gate 3, the hair's kind of flatter because they don't want to make it clip too much, and then it's like shiny and weird. Like even the like top tier video games coming out right now have hair issues.
Can we talk about how ketchup hair became a meme because it was really hard to get actual red hair in any kind of video game with a character creator, and so it just looked like
Yeah.
fucking shiny ketchup all the time?
Yeah.
So I figured I would just quickly discuss some of this stuff with you guys. Now, Kay, you also read this morning. So what inspired this research and what problems were you trying to solve when it comes to representing African-American hair in video games? Now, unfortunately, none of us here are black as far as I'm aware, so none of us can really answer these questions. However, we started this research after the 2020 murder of George Floyd.
Saint George Floyd.
Yeah, as all the racial injustices there and the pandemic came to the fore. In collaboration with Professor A.M. Dark at UCSC, we saw that CGI algorithms for Afro-textured hair were entirely missing the peak racism. As a result, what little Afro-textured hair that did appear was often not respectful. I'm sorry, little curls showing up is not respectful. And anything that was respectful was very difficult to make. The digital tools were all geared to help artists create and style straight hair.
How
is what
insane
we're
is
doing.
this paragraph that we're talking about caring about black people's hair because of George Floyd? Like, I just, what is this reality that we exist in?
George Floyd
Every
had short
time I
hair.
read one of these ridiculous things and they just decide for absolutely no reason to invoke the name of George Floyd.
It's like it's like such a it becomes like a buzzword at that point.
In his name we pray.
Yeah.
I just want to say, so they decided that they were inspired by George Floyd to talk about Afro hair. This man didn't have hair. What are we doing? What are we doing? He doesn't have any hair. Okay, it's fine. Anyway.
It's incredible. It really is incredible.
Thank you, Twitter, for this. And I honestly do have to say that the best comment is actually the top one. Everything about this post explains why Bungie fell off. Because that's all they're caring about is texture and hair. It's like, how about good gameplay? Nobody cared. And actually, there was some great comments here. Let me see. Weirdly, Bungie did a better job at representation when it wasn't trying to.
Yes, all of the, like, forced slappa is worse.
Corona Soul for $25 says I'm pretty sure the pulp people are quangos. No pulp.
Okay.
25 for no pulp.
Yeah, got that. Thank you. All right,
Fucking
so there's
wangos, man.
So it says it took Yale research teams for whites to understand black hair. This is the most racist post I have seen in years.
Literally cannot win no matter what you do. Like this, oh my god.
But why? I look forward to giving you $0.
The chart of the Pepe.
It's like instead of like making some weird shit to like focus on the minute texture of like Afrocentric hair, maybe just make a good character. Maybe just make an interesting character.
It's crazy how yeah, I was gonna say it's crazy how things become more inclusive when you don't have to try that hard.
Yes.
Like just be normal, bros. That's all you gotta
Be
do.
normal.
Who doesn't love Sergeant Johnson when you're playing Halo? Everyone loves him. They love his
Great guy,
quips.
great character.
Incredible character. And I'm not going to spoil the story, but man, that character pulls heartstrings, okay? Everyone loves him. You did the representation well if you really want that representation by naturally writing a good character. Across the aisle, you will find people that love him. There are like several YouTube essays on how he's like the best character in the entire freaking series. You already made the character, and now you're like stooping to this level where you're just like, oh, we're gonna make hair for black people.
Yeah, these like commie infiltrators, once again, they can't make anything. They can only corrupt things. They can't make good characters. They have to do this forced diversity. And if you don't like it, you're a racist. And it doesn't matter however many like just well-written black or brown characters came before that you enjoyed. You're racist because you don't enjoy the commie sloppa ones in current year.
Truly just bricked my brain, man.
Yep. Well, so real fast before we jump maybe to Supers, Blabs, and
I was muted. I was saying I still have more. I'm just retired and don't know how to stream.
Real fast. Okay, continue.
It's fine.
Yeah, no, I got something here. So I think it's ironic that when you look at this is the blog, right? This is still the blog, and they're talking about all the short hair and everything, and they're saying that some of these shapes, such as the switchbacks, were simply impossible to compute before. Nobody, even the top Afro textures hair artists in the world, knew how to get these shapes into their models. I'm confused. We had black guys in video games before this, and they
We had Baron
fine.
in 1997, and no one complained. In 1993, we had Jax in Mortal Kombat 2.
Yeah.
No
This
one
is
has
just
had a
another
problem
form of
with
like
hair-
the first female lead. You know, that black hair has never been done in video games before.
Yeah.
And can I ask what the fuck is going on with that model's neck? Holy
Yeah,
shit.
I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, I'm like, this is might be my fucking, like, I don't know, art brain or observation brain looking at these models, but like, how advanced are these models to the point? Like, how many polys do they have? Like, are they even going to be used in video games? Like, what is the point of this?
Maybe they're
Do you see-
modeling the back of the neck for that like diabetes thing where
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just not, like,
Sugarfoot.
hard and crusty.
Yeah, Kirsche.
What's going on here?
Anyway, so thank you, Bungie. I really appreciate where all of your money is going in Bungie Foundation. I hope that this really does end racial tension across the world and injustices. Thank you.
Hopefully so. Before we move to Supers, Kay and Panel, I'm kind of curious. Real fast, Bungie's making Marathon. That's about to come out, I think, in March.
March 1st or something like that? March 3rd?
Something like that, yeah. Does anyone have any high hopes for that? What is your prediction for Bungie's next release? And will they feature African-American characters with proper hair textures? That's
Oh, they're going to have a million African-American characters. I'm sure they're going to be of all shapes and sizes, and we're going to have to praise them. First of all, I don't even think they're going to incorporate all of this stuff that they're saying. They barely know what they're doing with this game at this point. Like, the original Marathon, I looked into it because I wasn't like a big Marathon person growing up. It looks very Doom Quake back in the day. It's nothing like what this current Marathon is. And now they're trying to go for like a horror angle or something. And originally it was just supposed to be like an arena shooter. They don't know what they're doing. They're afraid of failing. They're afraid of being a Concord. They're afraid of being all these other things that are failing. High Guard. So I think it's going to have the same fate. Ultimately, I think people might try it for like a few days to laugh at it, and then they're going to abandon it. I don't see this game succeeding at all.
Anybody else? Thoughts on Marathon?
I don't have high hopes for Dungeon.
I don't really give
All
a
right.
shit about Bungie and current year.
Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. So, Blabs,
some
any
supers.
supers?
Yes,
Before we
I'm
get to
gonna-
gaming history.
I'm gonna hit this one up because Snake Shadow came in with $99.99. He says
Thank you.
spitters are quitters. Gulp that pulp. So $99.99 for pulp. He
Thank
says
you.
happy birthday, Phoenix.
Thank you.
And then
Thank you.
yeah, it's your birthday. You were hatched from a failed science lab. Anyway, V-Tuner avatar idea. A foot with the fetish infinity gauntlet. That's
I do
oddly
love that.
specific, but thank you for the suggestion. Okay. Anyway, it's time for me to disappoint everyone, especially Kay.
Yeah,
So-
that's that.
Today in gaming history with Flash.
Yeah, do it. Step
Yeah.
on me, mommy.
I'm
Anyway.
just traumatized walking into this. Okay.
Okay, everybody, we have Wario's Woods releasing in Japan in 1994. We have Star Wars Starfighter released in 2001. And then we have Crisis 3 releasing in 2013. Ta-da!
On the surface,
I'm fine with this list right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if I will
on the
be.
surface, this does look good, but let's see if you've disappointed us. Here's the games you may have missed. We've got
How about you
Akari
zoom in so we
Warriors.
can
Oh
see?
my god, Akari Warriors. Oh, I saw one
Did it.
on there. No. Okay,
More.
no, I don't approve of your list.
Zoom
No.
more.
All right, Akari Warriors, an incredible classic in the arcade, and also came to the NES.
Damn, 40 years.
Snowboard Kids 2, which I have. Rare game on the N64. That's good. It's man, all right. Blades of Darkness.
I prefer Blades of
Guitaro
Glory.
Man. Okay, this one's got to hurt your soul, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and
It's all
Blabs,
really hurting.
Blabs, here's what
Yeah.
makes this one hurt the most. Guitar Man, I think you would have loved this game. Like, I really think it's
Yeah, but
kind
Star
of...
Wars Starfighter.
Yes, good
Oh!
point. But Crisis 3 may have been... Well, we'll keep going. We'll keep going. Kay, real fast.
Yeah.
Can you give Blabs a real fast history lesson on Guitar Man? Just what's it about, really? Real
I don't
fast.
know as much about Guitar Man, just for the record. You probably know
okay.
more than I do. Yeah.
It's
just know
this
the title.
very super hyper Japanese fun game that kind of merges like the idea of like rhythm games like Guitar Hero, but like it's this really cool anime wrapped around it. So that is something that you should check out, Black.
So anyway, like Star Wars, Japanese, samurai.
All right, so we've got Psy Girls for the PlayStation 2, Gunbird
Phoenix
Special
on a
Edition.
Sunday.
That's
Okay, this
100%
next
correct.
one, Phoenix.
Okay.
Shadow Hearts
Really-
is so fucking
Shadow
good.
Yeah,
Hearts.
exactly. This is the one that I'm like,
Covenant.
never mind.
Yeah.
Shadow Hearts.
Yeah.
No.
Tell Blabs how much this breaks your soul and why.
Shadow Hearts is like considered one of the like most beloved games ever. Incredible story, incredible combat.
such a hidden gem.
everything. It's so good. It is so good. It is known amongst all gamers. My soul
And you get
breaks
to
my
collect naked himbo cards to give to
Yeah.
gay dressmakers to get your dresses for fucking Geppetto, man. Come on.
Blabs.
So good.
Blabs,
You
Blabs,
know
Blabs.
that gif of Stitch where he's like, nah, and he's laughing and everything?
You just want to watch the world burn, Blabs.
I do.
Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. There's so many new lawyers on this Ace Attorney. There's always new ones I keep seeing. I didn't know. I only know Phoenix Wright. I didn't know there was other.
You just like it because it's got your name in it.
That is 100% accurate.
He's right. He's right.
Dynasty Warriors 6, semi-biggie there, but Dead Rising, Chop Till You Drop. It was a decent Dead Rising. Star Ocean, The Last Hope. Some people are going to be a little angry about that.
No,
Capcom,
it's Star Wars: A New Hope. Okay.
Good point.
Oh my
Good
God.
point. Good save. Capcom Arcade Cabinet. Oh, good Lord. Oh, no. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance.
No.
I played that game for the first time a couple of years ago. It's so good.
Yep. Now, Kirsche, is there anything on that list that Blabs had that you would have put Revengeance on top of?
I don't even remember her picks.
Yeah, well, that's
She fucked
My
up. She's
pigs.
fired.
My pigs.
Your pigs.
Star Wars Starfighter needs the boot, man.
yeah, that's what would get the boot.
Yeah.
Well, there it is. There's our little retarded dragon. But we love her. The Lost Heir, the Fall of The Lost Heir, the Fall of Daria. Death End Request. Pop in Twinbee. Now, some people are going to really not like you for that one. Blizzard Arcade Collection, Persona 5 Strikers, Gear Club Unlimited 3, Love Eternal, and my personal favorite, I played it all the time, Paranorma Site, The Mermaid's Curse. Got it.
I didn't know they were making another Paranorma site. I was told that I should play that. Not the Mermaid's Curse one, but the one that already exists.
I love it so much I don't even remember playing it or what it's about or what system it's for.
I tried.
Can you tell everyone about that game?
I don't know anything about it. I just know that
Okay.
I love like weird detective shit, and I was told that I should play that.
All right. Well, maybe you
So
should.
I
Maybe
did a
you can
great
stream it.
job. Thank you.
You did a great
No,
job.
I tried walking into it optimistic. I looked at your picks and I was like, I'm sure it's fine. I don't know why I'd ever think that. And then Metal Gear and Shadow Hearts.
And also Akari.
And Akari, yeah. And
I did a fantastic job.
Twinbee. It's hurting my soul.
I'm just
But you
so
know what?
good.
You can only pick 3.
I can only go
Zero
up,
that are good, but you can only pick 3.
Yeah, the one that already exists is called Paranorma Site: The 7 Mysteries of Hanjo. It was
Of
in
Hanjo?
2023. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I did a fabulous job. Thank you
Real
very
fast,
much.
Akari Warriors is, I think that falls under the category of the very rare, similar to when movies are better than the books. Once in a while, you'll see that the console release is better than the arcade. And I think Akari Warriors fits in that. Certainly Ninja Gaiden does. Contra certainly does. Kay, did you play Akari Warriors in the arcade?
A little bit. I thought it was
Would you
fun, but I didn't play a lot of it.
Okay, yeah, I think we're just going to say that I'm right, and it was better on the console release, and that's that. All right, so Blabs, thank you very much. I thought that was a good job. I think it was good. I think if you put Metal Gear on there, that would have helped a little bit. If you put K's on there, it certainly would have helped a lot.
No.
But overall, a good job.
I do have to press this button here.
Okay.
And I can't even show the assets of Kirsche and Pickle because StreamYard is currently broken and won't let me scroll. So it's just boobs now, guys. But Bentley, I did actually pull this up before I had it on screen. I don't know if Blab saw my Rumble rant, so here you go, Kay, and this is for $50. So thank you very much. She says, "Hey, side scrollers, as always, Kay is too humble to share that she has a fan fiction coming out where a squirrel with giant abs is mistaken to have a giant Johnson, and he plays retro video games. I'm excited." Now, Phoenix, I know what this is about. I think you should share the world. What happened yesterday?
If you give me a second, I may be able to pull that and give you an actual example if I have 1 minute.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Can I show it? It is technically abs.
You know what? Maybe not. Just in case YouTube censors like in.
All right. Long story short, I wore a shirt of an adorable squirrel. Everyone here would have said, "My God, Phoenix, what an adorable shirt!" And it was a little squirrel, and he was ripping open his chest to reveal his pecs and abs, which was like a white person's pecs and abs. But it looks like he's holding on to a raging veiny boner, is what it looks like. That's what he's referring to.
So Phoenix was streaming Donkey Kong last night with a giant dick on his squirrel.
Yep. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. I do apologize sincerely for that. Maybe I'll wear that tomorrow.
So anyway, let me hit this one also. Hex for 10 says, "Blabs missed Metal Gear Rising. All right, time to fire Blabs. Also 10 for No Pulp." All right, so this is basically it, guys. This is the end of our Pulp versus No Pulp. This is it. Once it's done, this is the true testament for all of time. So Phoenix, where are we?
All right. This is it. This is the final tally.
This is it.
Okay, the final tally. I'm going to go to me. But okay. And here we go. $775.73 for No Pulp.
Pulpers!
Yes. Now
$505.74 for Pulp. Wow.
Yes. Now, Kirsche is here to actually give us a speech about No Pulp orange juice. You are a winner. Winner is you, Kirsche. What do we got?
I just love being able to drink smooth orange juice without having any pulp getting in the way of my satisfaction. Thank you.
Speak for yourself, sister.
We're not sponsored by Tropicana. All right. Let me hit up everybody. So, Kay, where can the people find you?
At Melee Games. Tonight I'm going to be live because we have a working build of the original Warcraft 3, and I get to try it for the first time. We thought it was lost forever, but around 7 p.m. PST, I get to finally experience Warcraft 3 in its former glory. I'm so excited.
Pickle, where can everyone find you?
I stream on Twitch and Kick at Pickle VT. I talk a lot and say dumb things.
Great. And Kirsche, how about you?
Make sure to sign up for announcements on Kirsche.com. Merch coming very, very soon.
Awesome. All the links are in the description below, guys, including a Rumble, because I set it up today. So
I have a quick question for you, Blabs. I love Harry Potter. If I loved Harry Potter, where's a good place I could go to?
I have no idea.
All right.
No, I'm kidding. Go and subscribe to me over on YouTube and Rumble. I'm almost at 10K on YouTube, so that's it. Okay. Blabbering Collector, that's me. Okay. And Phoenix, where can people find you with a dick on a squirrel t-shirt?
Pretty much lounging at my house any time of the day with that one. That's pretty much ring my doorbell. There it is. Okay.
Panda Sub 2000.
Yes, on Rumble. Thank you very much.
He's almost at 4K.
Yeah, almost at 4K.
Guys,
this was so much fun.
We gotta go.
We have to run. Okay.
All right, guys.
People are going to let you down, touch grass.
I'm going to do this. No, you're terrible at this.
That's not how it goes.
That's not how it goes. You're terrible. Touch grass. Okay, anyway. People are going to try to keep it down. Don't let them. You guys got to go. Go get it. We'll be back tomorrow with Megimoo and Cinny because it's VTuber week continuing. All right. Go touch some grass. You all smell lovely. Bye.